given the fact that it was unfortunately very predictable, and many people, including myself, Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones, the conspiracy theorists of the world, stated that it was a very short road to the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, or to just plain out assassination. And believe me, I don't think that Trump is out of the woods yet. They are going to find a way, because there's no way that they're going to let him ascend to power. Why? Simply because they know that they are at risk on a personal basis in terms of going to jail, in terms of having their crimes investigated, in terms of the weaponized Department of Justice being turned around and directed at them. Therefore, there's tremendous incentive to try to decapitate, quite literally, DJT. Now, who else may or may not be safe, given the fact that they want Trump out of there? If their astroturfing of Kamala Harris, perhaps the most unlikable politician that I've ever witnessed.
I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit.
They are attempting to rehabilitate her image using the power of the media. Now, let's just say that people catch on, that the Kamala momentum train doesn't fully gain traction and go down the tracks unimpeded by reality, by her cringiness, by her outright stupidity, and the fact that she's often drunk in public.
Everything is in context. My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
They very well might attempt to assassinate Miss Kamala and put it at the hands of MAGA and try to cast their party as the victims, because this is a position that they love to generate. They love to be able to claim, I'm a victim. That's the last thing on my mind. I want to be a winner. I want to learn from my errors and pick myself up and proceed out into the world with the new knowledge that will enable me and make it more likely that I will gain victory in whatever form that is going forward. But they love to be victims. So they may frame a patsy, a MAGA supporter that they radicalize. And it won't be a full-fledged MAGA supporter. They want to have some modicum of doubt where they can cast aspersions. So the social media account will look sort of MAGA, a few crazy ramblings, but so that they can pin it on Donald Trump and his supporters to make them seem like they're the violent ones after all the Black Lives Matter riots that destroyed cities, that left many people dead, after you just saw last weekend where Benjamin Netanyahu was speaking at Washington, D.C., and all the Hamas supporters said Hamas is coming over our collective taxpayer-funded monuments and the destruction and burning of the American flag.
Burn that shit! 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 Burn that shit!
Which, if you burn a pride flag that is somebody else's, you're going to be prosecuted to the hilt. But not these people. But the point here is that they want to be able to cast the blame on a MAGA supporter. They'll take out their unpopular candidate if they think that she doesn't have the possibility to win, and then they will install somebody like Hillary or Michelle Obama. But don't think that they don't have this arrow in their quiver for use in case of emergency. And believe me, once again, the second attempt on Donald Trump's life is absolutely still on the table, or else they're just going to cheat in the elections. Whichever one works for them. Get the public to acknowledge that the polls are close enough, that Kamala's within striking distance, that anything can happen, that this most unlikable candidate with the word salads and the cackling laughter.
You're considered the most liberal United States senator.
Somebody said that, and it actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage, but...
Yeah. Well, actually, the nonpartisan GovTrack has rated you as the most liberal senator. You supported the Green New Deal. You supported Medicare for all.
Can achieve victory, and then you just push her over the finish line on election day, given this narrative, and then wonder why people lose faith in democracy. I don't think that Kamala Harris could win on their own. It is a massive PSYOP campaign, but if the PSYOP fails, they're going to try, perhaps, to offer and blame it on the enemy in order to galvanize support for their base. And hopefully by stating this, that takes it off the table. That's being stated, if they think Kamala will win or has the possibility of it, just convincing the public that it could happen, then you push her over the finish line and you shove Trump back and you use those illegal votes to get her over the line. That is unfortunately the reality in America, and hopefully by saying it, I lessen this possibility. And let me say this, I hope nobody touches one single hair on that Marxist's head, that woman that calls J.D. Vance weird while she goes to Drag Queen Story Hour with RuPaul and advocates for such. But let's keep it peaceful and let's call out this possibility, which makes it less likely to happen if people are anticipating it in advance. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Peace.